Hey guys, so I haven't done a video like this in a while, but it's an informational video about reborns. Basically, what you should buy for your reborns and why, or why not. So the first thing I want to talk about is a travel system, which Mr. Jacoby is demonstrating for us. Obviously, if he were a real baby, he'd be too small for the stroller part, but for the sake of this video, and he looks extremely cute there, that's where he is. So a travel system is really good for multiple reasons. One, because it comes with a car seat and a stroller, so if you're like me and like little babies and toddlers, it's perfect. I have made so many toddler videos with the stroller, and it has helped so much with toddler videos. And it can act as a high chair, just as a regular chair, obviously a stroller. It's very useful in making toddler videos. And also, for newborn babies, it also makes a good little bed or holding area. Or of course, if you want to take them on walks, they have a lot of privacy, so you can just pull the hoods up and nobody will ask about your baby, hopefully. So that's why a travel system is really good, but they are not necessary. That's just from having this travel system. I do not regret buying it because, like I said, it has helped me make lots of videos, and it's a nice little holding place for the reborns when I'm not doing anything with them, and it's just really nice. You can find travel systems anywhere and everywhere. You can find them at discount stores, you can find them at thrift stores, you can find them pretty much everywhere. I actually got this one at Walmart. I got it on sale like a couple years ago, but you don't have to buy a brand new one. You can buy a used one and it works just as well. So if you were thinking about a travel system and some of these tips helped you out, then that's great. Now, some of the disadvantages of having a travel system: it is kind of big and bulky, so sometimes it can be hard to find a place to put it, especially since it can only hold one or possibly two little babies max. So it is kind of a bulky piece to have, but you can fold it up, but again, it's still kind of bulky. There is that. Now I'm going to talk about, if you don't want the stroller part, just the car seat part. So a car seat is an amazing thing to have if you have a reborn. I highly recommend getting a car seat. And like I said about the stroller, you don't have to buy a brand new one. You can find them used anywhere, and you could probably even get a free out-of-date one, because car seats, like, they go out of date after a certain amount of time, so you could probably get one of those for free if you looked hard enough. But I definitely recommend having a car seat, just if you want to bring your baby places. It's a safe way to take them somewhere. You know they'll be safe and they won't get messed up or hurt. And especially if you are nervous about taking your babies out, you can bring your car seat and a little blanket and put it over the car seat, so people won't ask. Usually they won't ask if you have something like that up on your car seat. So it's a great thing to have, in my opinion. It's also a great way, an easy way to store your reborn. Just put them in the car seat all nice, and you can obviously move the car seat around. It's not too big, it's not too bulky, and it's just a really nice place to hold your reborn when you are not using it. It makes a nice little bed. So I highly recommend a car seat. Now a stroller, that's really up to you. If you have the room for it and you enjoy making videos, especially if you have a toddler, then I do recommend it, but it's definitely not necessary. But it is nice to have the travel system because it makes it easy to take them out if you ever want to go anywhere. So that's the travel system. The next thing I will talk about is a bassinet. A lot of people, when they have reborns, they can't decide between a bassinet, a playpen, a crib. What should I get to hold my reborns? And really, it's completely up to you, how much money you want to spend, how much room you have, how many babies you have. A bassinet is wonderful because they're pretty cheap. You can find them, again, pretty much anywhere. And they can hold a few babies, a few small babies, so it's a pretty nice thing to have. I really like my bassinet. I only have Oliver in it because he's really special to me and I wanted him to have his own bed. but you can put more than one babies in there, and they're really cute. And if you have a closet or something, you can just put it in your closet and put your babies in there, and they can still have a cute little realistic bed. So bassinets are really nice, but if you have more than, say, 3 small babies, you're probably going to want something bigger unless you don't care and you'll have a crib and a bassinet like me. But yeah, bassinets are very nice, but they can only hold a certain amount of babies. But like I said, if you only have a couple babies and you don't have a lot of room, they are wonderful. They also have storage at the bottom, which is nice. So that's the bassinet. Now a playpen, which is what I have. I don't have a crib. The playpens are really nice in my opinion, especially some of the newer ones, because you can move the padding up so you don't have to bend all the way down to pick up your babies. And they also have the changing pad hooked onto them, so that adds even more room for your babies. And I really like that, and they're also quite a bit cheaper than cribs, which is why I got a playpen. And they come in so many different styles. You can find pretty much any sort of style to your liking or that matches your room or whatever the case may be. But playpens are really nice because you can fold them up. That's the big thing, is if you have company coming over or you just decide you want to put your reborns up, all you have to do is fold it up and put it in a closet somewhere. So that's really the nice thing about playpens. The downside is they can look kind of tacky if you have a certain theme going on in your room, or if you want like a proper nursery. That's just my opinion though. Personally, I would like to have a regular crib. Also, if you don't have a gender neutral one, you can't change the sheets if you have a boy or girl. I have a girl playpen, so I mean I could put boys in it. It's not like the reborns care, but I don't because, I don't know, I just think it looks funny. So that's sort of the downside. Like I said, the upside is it's easy to fold and put away. It's convenient. I think they're smaller than cribs. You can get them in different sizes and stuff, and there's tons of different styles and shapes, and they are pretty cheap for a whole bed instead of a crib. So that's a good thing. You can find them at the thrift store as well, discount shops. They're even fairly cheap brand new, so that's the plus side. Cribs are more expensive if you were looking into a crib instead. I mean, again, you can find them at like garage sales and thrift stores probably for a decent price, but I never looked there. That's why I never got one, because I couldn't find a good price on a crib, because not only do you have to buy the crib, but you have to buy the mattress and the sheets and stuff. But hopefully one day I'll get one, but as of right now I'm perfectly fine with the playpen or pack and play, whatever you want to call it. So that's the furniture situation for reborns. Now if you want to make YouTube videos with your babies, one thing that I highly recommend you get, other than a camera obviously, is a tripod. I cannot tell you, I think I use a tripod in pretty much every one of my videos. Tripods are so useful and so handy, so if you want to make reborn videos on YouTube, then I highly recommend a tripod. So those are the bigger reborn pieces. There are also swings, those little rocking things that you can get, bouncers, and those are all great things too for your reborns. Again, they sort of go in the bassinet area and the car seat thing. They're very convenient to have around, but they only hold one baby, but you can put probably 2 if they're small babies. So those are just some things to think about. Do you want one big bed to put all your babies in, or a bunch of little ones, or you want to mix it up? You know, whatever you want to do, just keep in mind the space that you have, if you want to have them out permanently, that sort of thing, and how much money do you really want to spend on your reborn area or nursery, whatever you want to call it. So yeah. Oh, there's also a high chair too. I forgot to mention that. High chairs. I never got a high chair. I never really saw the point. Like I said, I always use the stroller as a high chair, or I put the toddlers up against the table. I actually got a little booster seat for them because it was only like 10 bucks. So I just put the booster seat in the table or on a chair and put them up to the table. So I never really found the need for a high chair, but again, this hobby is so versatile. You can get whatever you want for your baby. So if you want a high chair, then go for it. It'll make a cute video. So yeah, that's pretty much anything I can think about. If I missed something, you can put them in the comment box below, but please remember this video, I only wanted to mention like big pieces. Obviously nothing small like clothes or bottles or anything like that. I just wanted to mention like big items for your reborn. So keep that in mind, but if I did miss something or you have a question, feel free to leave it in the comment box below. If you want to tell me what you have for your reborns, I would love to hear it. I have a travel system, a bassinet, a bouncer, I couldn't think for a second, and I have 2 playpens, but I only have 1 playpen that I use. I got rid of the other one. Yeah, so that's what I have for my babies. Let me know what you have for yours, and as always, thank you so much for watching. Okay, so it is quite later in the day, and I apologize about the different angle and lighting, but I was editing the video and I forgot to mention something that I think is really important when considering buying baby furniture for your reborns, because this is something I encountered. So people would constantly tell me it's a waste of money, it's crazy to spend that much for a doll, but in my opinion, reborn, well, this is not my opinion, this is a fact. Reborns are works of art. And what would you do with, for example, a painting? Well, you would want to put it in a frame. So that's sort of how I look at this. I think, well, it would be appropriate to put a painting in a picture frame, so it would be appropriate to put a realistic baby doll in a real piece of baby furniture. So in my opinion, it's totally appropriate to put them in to get real baby furniture for your reborn. So if anyone tells you otherwise, you can give them that argument, because again, these dolls are works of art and we want to take care of them and we want to display them appropriately. So that's what I wanted to say to end this video.